Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Not sure where to go anymore, losing hope advice. Hi everyone, I'm really struggling and need to get this out of my head and maybe get some advice. My experience all started about 5 months ago when my wife of 2.5 years, been together 9, told me one day after I noticed she was in a bad mood that she thought she was no longer in love with me, we weren't compatible, and that she was rethinking our future together. This was all a shock to me, as to my knowledge everything had been going great. After a week of trying to figure out what happened, lots of BS about her finding herself lately, etc., and her promising that no one was in the equation, I found out that there actually was someone. Turns out she had been having an emotional affair with someone she met while out of town on a girls' trip back in September, and had been flirting with them nearly every day right under our own roof. I eventually found proof that she admitted to possibly having a relationship with the guy, and that he made her realize she had been missing something in our relationship. I was heartbroken, went to stay with my parents, and tried to figure out the next steps. Took about a week, but she claimed to be sorry, cut the guy out completely, and eventually I came home. I started personal counseling, went through couples therapy, started reading relationship books, working on our relationship, etc. This seemed to work for a while, but I'll never forget how hurt I was from the lies. She seemed to always ask what she could do to rebuild the trust, like she truly wanted to fix things. She seemed fine for a bit at me looking through her phone, she's glued to it 24/7. But given the history and also the fact I found out she was briefly flirting with a co-worker who lives close by, different guy about the time all this went down, I needed proof that she was respecting the boundaries we set. We finally were at a point where she was frustrated I couldn't move on. I was uncomfortable talking about kids and the future myself, worrying about what might happen again, etc. She promised I was hers and the only one, and that she was in love with me. Fast forward to a month ago, she lost a parent. Completely unexpected and tragic accident. The world stopped. She's been shut down and distant, as expected. I know everyone deals with grief differently. I've been nothing but supportive, have been helping her and her family, and she eventually admitted to it. She claimed 2 weeks ago I was her rock and thank you for being so supportive. She apologized for being distant, which was fine. Then 2 days ago I found out while glancing at her phone that she has been deleting texts, Instagram messages, and all communication from her co-worker friend, the one I mentioned earlier. I knew he had reached out following her parents' death, so I know they were talking, but I asked why, and she claimed she was deleting it so I wouldn't be bothered if I saw his name pop up. She claims there's nothing to worry about. My head started spinning and we started talking a bit about her feelings and us, forced conversation by me. Seems odd to delete all that if there's nothing to hide. She eventually says that she realizes she is questioning our future again and can't for sure say that she is in love with me anymore. All the progress over the last 5 months, gone. What seemed fine 2 weeks ago is now a disaster. I've reverted back to being depressed and am finding it very hard to find any hope. She's giving me nothing, even after asking for it. All she has said is that she doesn't want to feel how she feels and just isn't sure about things. She does love me but isn't sure if she's in love with me. That life is short and she isn't sure if she's 100% happy with me. The generic "it's not you it's me" kind of response. I've done nothing wrong and I don't deserve it. With the death of her parents, she claims isn't able to figure anything out right now. I don't know where to go. I'm not sure what happened, I'm not sure how to look forward to anything, and now I can't handle waking up every day wondering if my wife still loves me or if this will happen again. Is the grief overtaking her or am I being oblivious? I love her and want this to work, but my mind is destroying me. Edit, lots of responses, trying to focus at work, will attempt to reply later. Edit 2, a lot of brutally honest but appreciated responses here. Starting with marriage counseling today while still being 100% transparent about the alternatives. Thank you all for the support and resources so far. Hand her divorce papers. Even if you don't go through with the divorce, it will make her consider what might happen and make her think about life without you. One of the big problems here is you keep forgiving her and making excuses. She is in control of everything. At some point you need to stop worrying about what she wants and decide what you can live with. Is she gonna keep doing this over and over again? Sounds like it from here. And as for erasing the messages, you only hide things you know are wrong. Carrot this right here. No one deserves to be used and abused, and she is doing that. Use the time of allowing her to grieve her loss to get yourself set up for the future. If it's as a fair fog she is in, the papers will jolt her out of it, or she will indicate that she is already gone so you can move forward. Exactly this. After I found out about my WH affair, I filed for divorce. He begged for me to stay. I did. Then I find out he is still having his affair. I filed again. I haven't served him. It has been 6 months since filing. Guess what he has proved to me? He does not give one shit about our marriage of almost 17 years. I am the one in therapy. He has not gone to therapy, read a book, continues his drug use, is mentally abusive, and had the audacity to give me an ultimatum that if I do not withdraw the divorce within a week that he will get served and follow through. My jaw dropped. My situation is different. My WH is a heavy cocaine addict, so there are other issues than just the affair. But his true colors are shining bright. You will find out if you file whichever direction it goes. I hope you can work through your emotions and ultimately do what is best for you. Congratulations on the upcoming unnuptial. Sounds like you are gonna come out of this a winner. Get rid of a cheater and a cokehead. Less worry about steez and shit coming up missing for coke money. Stay on your road. What perfect timing. She realizes you aren't compatible after she finds a potential replacement. It's almost like she's full of shit. In all seriousness, I'm sorry you're going through this. You seem to be a steadfast and dependable partner. You absolutely do not deserve this treatment. Of course, your reliability and loyalty are perfect qualities for her to take advantage of while she's trying to monkey branch to the next guy. How convenient for her that she can enjoy your stability while securing her footing in the next relationship. You even supported her through the death of a parent. She's got it made. And she's using that death to take further advantage of you. Despicable. Contact a lawyer. Like yesterday. Get your ducks in a row. Look into the 180 method and grey rocking. Use the r/as after infidelity and the r/divorce subreddits for guidance. If you'll work it out and stay together, great. I hope regardless of what happens you get your happy ending. But the BS stops here. She does not get to use you anymore as a safety net while she explores other options. You've got this, We're all rooting for you. Love the first paragraph. Telling it like it is. Thanks. Can you tell I was on Chump Lady this morning? I was feeling sassy, smiley face. Winking face, yep, I love the sass. What she is saying and you don't want to hear is I want to have an affair and see if AP is better than you. I want you to stay put, in case it doesn't work out. I love you because you will always and forever be my plan B. Even if it doesn't work out with AP, I need you as I continue my quest to upgrade. Sorry to have to put it so bluntly. Reality is you are likely way better than she deserves. Nothing you can do to make her see that. It will take you leaving combined with years of her experiencing failed relationships. You're better, you deserve better. Leave her. Exactly that. Her actions tell you that she is a serial cheater with very little remorse. Using the tragic death as an excuse is just pitiful. You need to make a decision for your own health, mental and physical. Tell her that whilst she is figuring out her crap, you are going to visit a lawyer to figure out what the future is. You are doing the pick-me dance, and she is controlling the beat. History repeats itself. Last time she cheated on you emotionally with the guy from her girls' trip, which finally led to her telling you that she isn't in love with you anymore. Now you found out that she deleted texts between her and her co-worker, that she previously already flirted with, and once again she comes to you and tells you that she no longer feels in love with you. Add 1 and 1 together and you know that she is already cheating on you again. The only difference from the last time is that she learned from her mistake and now deletes the texts so that you don't find them. You know what happens, she is doing the same thing again she did back then. In the end, she never gave your marriage a real chance for reconciliation and started her next affair at the first chance she got. If you stay with her, then you should only expect the same to happen more often. You are worth so much more than to be treated this way. She doesn't seem to understand that her confusion is a result of her cheating, not a cause of her cheating. Tell her that and be crystal clear about it, just before you divorce her for being an unremorseful serial cheater and liar. Stand up for yourself, dude, no one else can or will. That is what is stupid with cheater logic. They want a 100% and you only have 90%, and instead of talking and working on the relationship to improve, they find someone with the 10% they want but don't think about the 90% they already have with you. And every time it's me. But she never thinks about what she did to you. Sorry mate, but reconciliation is already hard for people in less bad situations. 90% fails, but for you it will be impossible. First, she doesn't seem to love you, she doesn't respect you, and she doesn't even want to work on the relationship with you. Go talk to a lawyer, mourn your relationship, and find someone that loves, respects and communicates with you. And get tested for STD. Don't be someone's second choice. You need to make a clean break as quickly as possible. Stop setting yourself on fire to keep her happy. She's had every opportunity to invest in you and the relationship. Instead, she's become a serial cheater in search of someone other than you. Get to know contact quickly and begin the process of healing. I suggest you read No More Mr. Nice Guy as well as Leave a Cheater, Gain a Life, Cheating in a Nutshell, and The Body Keeps the Score. You're allowing her to narrate the situation and draw you down emotionally. Nothing you can do will ever be good enough. You've got to take control of yourself. Whenever you get the illy binilwy line, there is always someone else. They may be on the horizon or might have made it to third base, but they are there somewhere. She's checked out of your relationship, end of. It keeps going only because her APs keep letting her down. That should tell you something up. Other guys don't see her as a long-term bet. And you keep running around doing the pick-me dance. Google it. You can never win doing this, as you are undermining your own position at every turn. Basically, no one places any value on something that they can have for free and at any time. No one. Oh. And yes, you are being oblivious. Withdraw. Ghost. Block. North Carolina and move on. Don't check SM and don't look back. Do the legal stuff in your own good time. You've got lots of it while you recover. Good luck. Doubting your relationship does not cause cheating. Being a cheater causes cheating. If she was truly unsure of your future together but is still with you and wants to consider staying that way, she should have communicated with you. Given you both a fair chance to get therapy or whatever and not steamroller you selfishly while she had her cake and ate it too. There is a way out of this, but it involves going through it to get through it. I'd contact a lawyer, keep evidence of her infidelity in case a divorce gets messy. You do deserve better than this. How can you hurt someone like this you say you care about after 9 years together? You wouldn't cheat on her and you deserve the same respect back. It is a choice and she made hers. Eater, it has only been 5 months since you've found out and she has already been annoyed that you're not magically over it. That seems extra terrible. She caused this and isn't even taking responsibility or feeling genuine guilt. I love her and want this to work, but my mind is destroying me. Take back control of your life. What do you want? Do you want to live with this uncertainty for the rest of your life? Do you want to continue being hurt by someone who's too broken to even be faithful? Continue with IC. Keep working on yourself. Talk to family and friends. And look into divorce. She will continue this pattern as long as you enable her. You will feel better once you decide you're worth more than this. She's not the one, my friend. True partners lean into each other for love, support and affection. She leans out every chance she can get. Do you really want to wait until she decides to leave you? Have her serve at work so she can talk about it with the co-worker she likes so much. Stop competing for attention from your wife. Heal and find someone who respects you. Rule number 7 and the most important rule of reconciliation is you don't do the pick-me dance. Forget family, forget what people will say. She broke the vows and that's her problem. Your matter is whether you want to be with a woman who doesn't love you, who lies to you, who is stringing you along as plan B and who definitely doesn't respect you. If you aren't decisive ASAP, you are in for a hell of a ride. File for divorce and that's it. I don't understand why people put rules and insist on MC after the events. The BS mustn't do anything except for filing divorce, heal, sulk, vent, cry and distance themselves from the IC. The WS must do all the heavy lifting, winning back and proving themselves. Good luck. All got the best too. Similar story here. 11 years together, married for 3, no kids. STBXW met a guy, talked to him way too much, that one ended. Nothing physical happened. Things were looking up. Then the next guy came along and that was the nail in the coffin. Nothing physical happened between them two either, but once those papers were filed she made the move. I'm a little further along, so let me look into my crystal ball and tell you how things will likely play out. People are a lot more similar than we like to think. You will file divorce papers. She will accept them and not fight it. She will feel free and start dating this co-worker and they will be her crutch through it all. You will grow and learn more than you ever have. She will have no remorse or guilt because she is selfish and now only cares about her life. I held on to false hope for far too long. Don't have any expectations or hopes that she will change or come running back. You gotta look out for yourself now, my friend. Don't give in to her manipulation along the way. You will at times. We all do. But the quicker you learn to avoid it, the better off you will be and the faster you will heal. Message me if you'd like. I hate when they say I love you but I am not in love with you. That is just a roundabout way of saying she doesn't love you, my friend. You need to realize this. She didn't respect you when you were reconciling. She deleted the text from you. She didn't cut off all contact with the AP. She just doesn't want to pull the trigger, I think. You need to do it, unfortunately. Get her phone and see if you can recover any messages you can use in court. Give her the divorce papers and say that you will make it easier for her and leave. She may be in grief right now, but that is no excuse for her actions, and she has been acting this way before the parent died, so don't look at it like her actions were caused by grief. You don't deserve to be disrespected, to not be shown love, to not be given affection. I would recommend IC for your wife and MC for your relationship. Obviously, I do not know you, but it seems your spouse is looking to you for her happiness. That is not your role. You are there to support her and help her weather the storms life throws at her. You seem to be doing that. How does she support you? How is she showing you her love and affection? I would wager she isn't, and your relationship has been very one-sided. Marriage is a partnership. Two people facing the world together, not a Hollywood movie. I notice that you are not responding to any of the posts here about suggestions for you. Is it because you are not hearing what you want to hear? You just are not in an enviable position. There is nothing that you have with your wife that seems desirable. The choice of what you have with her and no relationship at all for most people would be the latter. It's as though she's on a train with you, waiting for the right stop to get off. She will never be the same woman you thought you knew. By this, a cheater is quite good at leading a double life. They are good at lying and gaslighting. All of these are marks of a person without integrity. This was really difficult to accept, at least it was for me, that I was married to such a liar. You cannot cheat without lying. This comment that gets tossed around a lot, I love you, but not in love, is the biggest bunch of crap I've heard. Love changes, especially from the honeymoon phase. If one is out of love, then have the backbone to end the marriage before screwing around. Sounds to me, she wants a soft place to land you, while she figures things out, find another lover. I did the whole gambit, reading books, online healing type courses, podcasts, therapy, etc. The only thing I did learn, which many just barely mention, is that my husband was not doing the recovery work. He did bits and pieces but never fully committed. From what I've gathered, the cheater must grant all access to social media, emails, etc. They must agree to software monitoring. Agree to therapy as well as 100% accountable. After the allotted time in therapy, there must be a formal disclosure of all behaviors and actions from cheating. Even if it's been said 100 times, a formal disclosure is typically written out and shared with the therapist before it's given to the betrayed partner. And, after all of this, a polygraph. I know of people that continue to do polygraphs for years. It takes a long time to build some kind of trust, but your marriage will never feel the same prior to your discovery. And in the end, who really wants to live that way, always checking up and never truly being able to believe in their partner? At that point, he's not able to respect the cheater again, and without respect there is no relationship. I'm sorry, Op. You will need to start over again, but it's the only route to peace and happiness. It seems like she is trying to find happiness outside of herself. A person can only make themselves happy, and then be happy with / inside their partner. But your wife doesn't realize this. She needs IC to help her understand this and figure out how she can be happy with herself. As long as she expects another person to make her happy, she will keep looking for that person regardless of what you do or how you act. The problem with trying to find someone outside of yourself to find happiness is that it's a moving target. One person can only fill your happiness hole for a short period of time. Op, you can change yourself often to try to make her happy. But, often she won't know what will make her happy. See above on finding happiness in oneself. Thus you are trying to make a touchdown but the goalposts keep moving. And the person moving the goalposts don't even know where they are going to put them next. I'm sorry you are going through this. Good luck. I second this. She's craving the honeymoon phase to distract her from herself. My favorite line from a WS that leaves someone after a long period of time is, "I found true love and I hope you do too someday because you deserve it." No, you found a distraction from your personal problems and are running from them. She can't love you because she is too busy giving all her attention to these other men. Don't tolerate it. It's okay to get angry. She's treated you like shit. You're her plan B. If she can find better, she's going to. Get yourself to a divorce attorney. You deserve better and she deserves to be gone. This relationship is going to cause a lot of headaches and heartbreak for you and for everyone involved. Ask for a break from her and see that you are better off without them. You need to get your priorities straight and do what's best for everyone, especially you. Your story is very similar to mine, see past posts. However, instead my husband had a traumatic event at work. It took some time to realize that while PTSD/grief looks and behaves differently for everyone, I couldn't ever see/accept how these events would draw me farther from my spouse and into the arms of another person. In her most vulnerable state, she is selfish. Believe her this time. All the best to you. Do you need films of her stopping her AP before you'll stick up for yourself? Get a good lawyer, protect your finances, plan a workable exit strategy, and get on with your life. She's simply no good. Would she be fine if you explore options as well? Nothing wrong with people losing feelings and being honest about it, but if they cannot resolve their change of feelings on their own, without resorting to other people, then they should let you go figure yourself out as well. So sorry. Dude, you have given her complete control, which leaves you out of control. Yes, she is grieving, but her infidelity predates that and her current situation is obviously less than truthful. Seems you do not have kids. Tell her you agree, see an attorney and pursue an amicable divorce. If things change in the future, so be it, but you will never trust her completely again. Observation: girls trip equals cheating with sex. Later emotional affair and her co-worker. Sorry. If it were me, I would listen to her words. Life is short. Don't waste any more of it on someone unwilling or unable to be there for you. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.